I'm Miss Tara from Fox Valley Flourish Twirling Club, and these are the last tricks for our level 1 class. These are our most complicated ones because they have multiple steps. So let's get started. The first one we're going to do is a whip. You're going to start thumb to ball with the baton behind your back. Feet together, free hand on your hip. Your baton is going to sneak around the front. Your hand stays touching your body all the way to your belly button, and that hand's upside down. Not here. This way you flipped it over. You want to bring it straight around so it's touching all the way to your belly button. From here, you're going to bring it up over your head. Now that ball, the big end, is going to drop down behind your head, and if you had a ponytail, it's going to flip it up. And then from there, it's going to come right back behind your back where you started. Let's try that again. It's going to come sneak around to the front to the belly button. Up. The ball goes behind the head and flips the ponytail up and comes behind the back. Let's do one more slow. It comes around to the front. Up. Flip the ponytail up and behind the back. When you do it a little faster and it gets a little smoother, it's going to come in one long motion. That's a medium speed. And then when it gets faster, it comes around and around. And that's our right whip. Our left whip, you're going to do that thumb to thumb pass we talked about before. Right behind your back. Now it's in your left hand, right hand on your hip. This one goes a little different. The steps are similar, but they're in a different order. It's going to go out first. Now the tip should be out. You're going to take that tip. It's going to brush your hair this time. Now you're going to turn it upside down to your belly button and sneak it behind your back. Let's try it again. It comes out, brushes your hair down, turns upside down, comes behind the back. One more slow. Out, brush, in front, and behind. And this again, as it gets a little easier and a little smoother, it's going to come one long motion. Out, loop, in front, behind. And when you go faster, it's going to come around. Out and around. Let's try combining these. We're going to do one in the right, and then right away pass behind the back, one in the left. We're going to do it 4 times. So it's going to go right, left, right, left. Ready? 6, 7, 8. Bring it front, up, flip, pass, out, brush, behind the back, front, up, flip, pass, out, brush, behind the back. We can do one more thing by adding feet with it. We're going to do our lunge that we've done before. We're going to go lunge to the right, flip, behind. Now you're going to lunge out left, brush, pass. Lunge right, together, lunge left, together. As things get easier, add another step. So we start with just the whip, we go a little faster, we add the pass, and then we add the feet. Our next complicated twirl is a front spin. You're going to start, I usually teach backwards, so we're going to start in the right hand, thumb to ball. This one, we're going to build a house. So I'm going to get closer here so you can see the baton better. We're going to start thumb to ball. You're going to rotate that baton so that it's straight up and down, and your thumb is grabbing that baton. There is the floor of your house. Now you're going to put a roof on your house. The roof and the floor face the same way. They don't come together this way. They're here. It's going to come right on the same side of the baton. Your roof can't be off on the side of your house. It has to be right on top. Now, it's not a very stable house. The wind is going to come blow it over. It's going to push around. Your roof, don't let it flip over. It's going to stay the way it is. The baton is going to come to that hand. Then we're going to go behind the back. We're doing that thumb to thumb pass again. And we're back in the right hand. Let's do it slow. We build the floor with the thumb wrapped around. You put your roof on. If your hands are closer together, it's easier. If you build a tall house, it's going to be a lot harder. So you want your hands pretty close together. The wind's gonna come blow it over. You grab it in that left hand, behind the back. I'm gonna take a step back, and let's try it again. Build the floor, roof, around, behind the back. Now we can try to go a little faster, make it one smooth movement. Let's try it again. It's gonna come up right away. That baton never stops moving. If this is easy, then we can try to go faster, but don't suddenly do something different with your hands just because you speed it up. We're gonna go around, behind, around, behind. If that's easy, or if this even just the slower one is easy, we can do a different kind of pass where you do your front spin, around, and now you're gonna flip your hands over in that thumb to thumb pass again, and now you're right back, and you can do 1, right away 2, right away 3, 4, and they can keep going forever and ever if you keep doing that thumb to thumb pass. And when you get them fast, you bring those elbows in nice and tight, and they can go around and around and around and around, and it keeps going. Our last trick is a thumb flip. Before we learn the thumb flip, I like to teach a thumb roll, which is a favorite because it is the only trick in twirling you are supposed to drop. So, we're gonna hold it just like we did for the front spin. And it's going to start just like our front spin. It's gonna come around. But instead of stopping here to build our house, the baton's gonna keep going. I'm gonna move closer so you can see. It's gonna go all the way around the thumb to the outside, and then it's gonna fall off. Let's try it again. It comes around, it keeps going and drops. I'm gonna go just a tiny bit faster. Around, drop. Make sure that you're really wrapping that thumb around the baton. Don't just open it and let it fall to the ground. That is not the trick we're working on. It must get all the way to here on the outside of the thumb before it falls off. Around, drop. Now let's try the same thing in the left hand. This one, it's gonna go out to the left, around the thumb, and down. Let's try it again. So this time it's gonna come around to the far left side of the thumb before it falls off. It comes around, wrap that thumb. Whoops, I did it too slow. Around, drop. Let's try it again. And around, drop. One more in the left hand. Around, drop. Now, for our thumb flip, right before that baton is gonna fall off, you're gonna take that thumb and you're gonna push up just a little bit. Then you have to flip your hand over and do that alligator catch we talked about before, and it's gonna chomp right in the middle of that baton to catch. So it comes, without it doing a lot of rotating, this is what it'll look like. It comes around, and it's really wrapped around that thumb, up, flip, catch. Around, up, catch. And then one more, around, up, catch. From there, you want to not have it stop. You want it to keep moving. It comes around, up, catch, around, up, catch, around, up, catch. One more. Let's try the same thing in the left hand. So we've done our thumb roll. Right before it's gonna fall off, you're gonna pop up, and you're still gonna do that alligator catch here, not turning that alligator on its back. And it comes around, up, catch. One more. Around, up, catch. And then from here, we're gonna make it go a little faster. It's gonna come around, up, catch. Around, up, catch. Around, up, catch. One more. Around, up, catch. In level 2, we still do thumb flips, but we start talking more about the speed and the rotation of those, and we will cover that in the level 2 class video. For now, just try to get that thumb wrapped around every single time, even if that means it doesn't spin quite as much. That's okay while you're first learning. Once you've got that thumb in there, then we start worrying about the rotation. I'd rather see less rotation and a good thumb wrap than a crazy toss that goes fast and high without the control. Good luck and practice all these skills. See you next time.